Can you all hear me okay?
No.
How's that? No? Yeah. There we go. Okay. We have a good break? We're ready to play a little? Okay. Robin made a couple of points. Training needs to be new, creative, and different. Obviously a lot of talk in the last couple of days about social media, Twitter. Susan Ockwell was talking about technology, Eva Marie was talking about social media, and I guess you've got me talking about gamification. Sorry about that. So I'm going to talk a little bit about gamification and alternate reality games. Interestingly enough, I've attended sessions here in New Zealand and in Australia that have spoken about this subject, but I'm yet to see anybody that can actually demonstrate one. Okay? Part of my frustration was, I hear about it, but what does it look like? Okay, so today, very, very fortunately, thanks to the lovely people over at Vodafone, we are going to give you a quick glimpse of one of the ARGs that we built for Vodafone. Okay? There were two ARGs that we built for Vodafone.
What's the ARG?
Alternate reality game. Okay, so yeah, don't worry about that. Just games. So let me ask you, who here has played Monopoly? Okay, excellent, thank you. Who here has watched Survivor on TV? Okay, excellent. And who here plays online games? Yeah. Who's got kids that play online games? Okay. Don't worry if you don't. It's pretty easy, it's pretty seamless, and it's very, very painless. So, can I ask you one other question? Who is incorporating games in their learning? So good. There's quite a few. Okay. All we're doing is taking games, game-based learning, and turning them into an online forum. Okay. So what we're trying to build is collaboration, sharing of information. But I talk about it as a line. Okay. This line here, under the line you have the company, and in the company you'll be doing mentoring, on the job, face-to-face, e-learning, you might be doing some m-learning, right? Now, how do you keep those learners engaged? Especially if this is a long program, okay? That's one of the challenges. How do you make it fun? Okay, that's another challenge. Competition, thank you. Competition is excellent. How do you ensure that from all the learning that they're getting the message you want? Okay. So these are the things. When you think about the corporate structure, think about the mind, think about all your training underneath. Now, what if you could put a game above this? All right? And the game simply challenges people to do things based on your learning, or where they're at, or what they're about to learn. But in this game, you pair people up. So now you're getting team involvement. Okay? You're getting collaborative learning. In fact, you're getting learning in a social environment. All right? So when we talk about social media and social environment and collaboration, this is all the things that are inherently built in a game. And it could be an online game. Survivor's a game, it's just played out on TV. Monopoly's a board game. You know, Call of Duty's an online game. So what we're going to do is there's two parts to the presentation. Okay, we are going to attempt to take you through a very, very short course of the game we built for Vodafone. So very quickly, us as a company, EBLS, based out of New Plymouth. We're very, very fortunate to have Vodafone as one of our key customers. Obviously a very, very innovative company. They won the Innovation Award last night. And they have allowed us the opportunity to show you a very short snippet of the game. So that's the first part of the presentation. After that, Molly from Vodafone is going to come up and actually talk you through how it's been implemented. Okay? So you get two parts. You get to see it and you get to hear about how it works. Okay? So what I need everybody to do is to grab your tablet and maybe just pair up. Okay? So if we all just pair up and turn one tablet off, but make sure you keep the tablet on that's got the Wi-Fi connection. Do you have a tablet? Yeah, no. I know, well, then play on this one. Okay. And if you have any problems, I've got people roaming around the floor that can help you, so don't panic. But just pair up. Are we all paired up? Oh, there's 5. I don't know, just pair up if you can. You'll enjoy it more if you play together. It's supposed to be a collaborative game, so. Okay. Did you guys get it? Okay, good. Yeah, you got to be online. So some people are having problems with Wi-Fi connection, so obviously don't use that device, use the one that's got Wi-Fi connection. Do you guys want to pair up, turn one off? It will just help because we're having issues with the Wi-Fi here, so it will just cut down half the usage. Okay, we all good? Anybody need help? No? Last call? Okay, so let me set the scene. This game we built for Vodafone is all around their onboarding program. Vodafone go through quite an in-depth onboarding program in their headquarters down at down the viaduct, and they take people through a 5-day induction. Okay? It's on the premises, and what we wanted to do was build some game that showed new people how to use some of the technologies, okay? And also get them inducted into the Vodafone way of doing things. All right. So the game we built is around this fictitious character named Dr. Victor Falcone, and Dr. Victor Falcone runs Vodafone, and it's, let's just say for argument's sake, it's 20 years out into the future, and Vodafone is the #1 network, but there's a mole in the organisation that is trying to take the network down. Okay? So your challenge today is to find out and decode who the mole is, rush up to this computer in the front, type in the code, crack the code, which will stop the clock and stop the Vodafone blowing up. So if any of us are Vodafone customers, we probably want to start. All right, so let's have fun. Oh no, just watch. Just watch.
Welcome to Vodafone. I'm Victor Falcone, Vodafone's future Chief Commander. I'm talking to you from the future. Time is short and I need your help. Your commitment to being customer obsessed and living the Vodafone way keeps the customer at the heart of everything we do. But there is a threat to this future. We've started to notice disturbing changes here, that sinister forces are trying to sabotage our company.
Oh my dear Victor Falcone, things are going to be very different in this future of yours. You think these new employees know how to live the Vodafone way? Ha! Not once I'm done with them. They will become one of my many minions serving me and CD Email Corporation. To catch me, you have to find out who I am. You're not smart enough to stop me.
Okay. So grab your advice.
CDMA Corporation are behind the strange goings on here. You must stop them. If you don't, we're all doomed. Start by finding me on Twitter. This is how I'll communicate. Stop them and you save the future.
Okay, so grab your device and look for the barcode scanner.
Should be on the home page.
Should be on the home page. Can we see the barcode scanner? Okay, now what you need to do is turn it round and point your tablet towards the QR code. Now it might not work, but we've got a couple of people floating around with codes as well, or feel free to come up here. Come on a little bit closer. Okay. Technology, I love it. It should tell you something.
Sorry, oh, this one already?
You gotta come up the front. Come up or I'll get you. Okay, I'm hearing some pages. some people have got it? Okay, so when you get it, just follow the prompts. Okay.
Everyone stand.
Everybody got it? Don't be shy. You got to get it to start the game. All right. I hear an aha. Aha's good, right? Come on. It's not so bad. You can all do it. Okay. Web page not available. Okay, that means you're not getting Wi-Fi connection. Possibly. Try another one. What are you getting? Okay, I tell you what, for those that aren't getting it, just work off somebody that did get it. Alright, so what we've got now is a message from Chief Falcone. And these messages in real life are actually tweeted to the new people. Okay? Just click on that link, or just see if you can figure it out yourself. But if you can't, put your hand up. If it's not loading, just don't worry, that's a Wi-Fi connection. So like I said, just buddy up, or did you get it? You look confused. Okay, well when you're on a crossword, you've already done it. Oh my God. You've done both. Okay, well you have to sit down in the naughty corner. You can sit here. Give me the first. That's unbelievable. Okay. Wow. Alright, cool. Okay, so somebody's already got it. That's pretty amazing. But look, just everybody else play on. Okay? Now what you should have got is a crossword. Did you get a crossword? Have you figured out how to play the crossword? Alright. If you can't get one of the answers on the crossword, just move on to the next. It will tell you. Okay, yeah, it's overloading. I thought it would. Just maybe have a look at somebody that's doing it. Oh, okay. No, won't run flash. Sorry. Actually, yeah, that's the first part of the code. It's actually the second part of the code. DI is the first part. How are we going? Anybody? Ministry of Justice. Already nailed it. No escaping, is it? Justice, Police Department, IRD. This is good. This is good. Alright, the countdown clock's ticking. We've got 12 minutes. Solve the puzzle. Anybody? Susan, how are you going? Good. Finished it? It's not working? Has it? Yeah, look, it's a Wi-Fi thing. Oh my God. Oh, were you? Oh, you did the first half of the puzzle. Are you? Oh God, okay. You're not even anywhere. You're supposed to look for something with a blue underneath thingy. Over here. Okay, you guys are working on it. That's good. Yeah, that's a problem. Anyhow, look, I'll talk you through it. Oh, no, Peter, you sit down, please. Peter, you didn't do it. I know that. Oh, no, you can't. Greg was first, sorry. Greg was first. In like a minute. Peter, you can come sit here and be second. Yeah. No prizes for second place. There's just no prizes for first place. Okay, how are we going? another code cracker. Okay. Third. Third's good. No, you gotta wait, sorry, because Greg was actually first, but he might let...
Greg with myself.
You might let the girls go first, I don't know, you're gonna have to answer. Okay. Look, unfortunately we don't have a lot of time today, and I assume that we would probably have Wi-Fi issues, which we have. What we might try and do is put this demo game somewhere on a website and send you a link so that you can see it. Anybody? Still going? Oh, okay, well, okay, yeah, no, it freezes, don't worry. Okay, alright, well look, Greg from the Ministry of Justice was the first. It took him about probably 30 seconds. And I've never met him before, so this isn't rigged. And we don't have any prizes, so... Yeah. Okay, Greg, well you got to go up there and crack the code, stop the clock. Oh, he's struggling. No. Ah, yes, excellent. Okay, everybody give Greg a round of applause.
Well done, everyone. I can't tell you how proud I am. You've identified that spine and sent back to prison where she'll stay for a very long time. Her plans to sabotage Vodafone and take over the world have been well and truly fortunate. Many of you will go on to become very successful within the company, making it even bigger and stronger than before. But I've said too much. Without you, we couldn't be where we are today. And I look forward to meeting you all someday soon.
Okay, so look, that was, yeah, I thought we would have a few issues, so sorry about that. That was a really kind of snippet of the whole program that we did for Vodafone, okay? The whole game, and I'll get Molly to come up here and talk about it, so you can actually ask Molly how it's going in real life. I think that's obviously very, very important for the audience here. But the game itself had 6 challenges. And the whole object of the game was to get people orientated with the building, get them moving around the building, interacting with other people in the building, giving them simple little tasks, but the simple little tasks reinforce the the prior 3 days learning. So, and the game itself actually takes about 3 hours, Molly, 4 hours. So anyhow, I'm going to hand it over to Molly, and she can let you know how it went.
Hi.
Hey, Molly.
Excuse me, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm going to read off my notes.
Molly, maybe just explain to people where it fits in the learning.
Sure.
Okay, because you do this and you think it's kind of fun and gimmicky or whatever else, but when maybe just explain where it fits in and how it works.
So the ARG is part of a week-long onboarding program, as Frank talked about previously, and on day 4 of the induction, they're placed in, they come through and they go through this particular session. But day 1, they go through what we call a game on session, and it's a whole day where they're introduced to the strategy. It actually starts off with a core fitting, introduced to the Vodafone strategy, and all of those good things, and a little bit about enculturating them into the Vodafone way and the behaviours that are expected of them. So this ARG is placed on Thursday, runs for 3 hours. For us, the objectives were to cement the learnings from day 1 up until that point. But more importantly, it was to develop a sense of the culture of Vodafone, to demonstrate that Vodafone is a fun and competitive place to work, and also to demonstrate that Vodafone is prepared to educate employees in really innovative ways. And that we wanted for each of those new employees who came to Vodafone to to be able to, or encourage them to think outside of the box in their day-to-day roles. And also was an opportunity for them to be able to network. To date, we've had about 150 people come through this particular program, and we've had rave feedback, and I'll read some of them out to you if you don't mind, just quickly. And the themes predominantly are the same. So, what would you say, the question was, what would you say to a friend or colleague about the Mission Vodafone, we call the ARG Mission Vodafone adventure? Feedback was this was a great and fun and very well organised in terms of technology. The tablets, the barcodes, Facebook, Twitter, the videos. As a technology person, I really admire such passion for geeky stuff. I'm also on an adventure orienteering races, and this is something that turns me on. The teams, the spirit in that competition. So and those are things that came through quite a lot in terms of the feedback. We ran several pilots to ensure that we got to a point where we were satisfied with the output. And the way in which the day ran, I've given myself 3 minutes. How are we doing? Is obviously you saw that teaser video, so they received that day 2 of the sessions. Then they also received a press article that was sent to them by text message, or another teaser. Then on the day they came into the classroom, we did a little brief, and we sent them to reception where they would collect packages where the journey, the mission would start. In the packages they received instructions excuse me, about where to go next. And part of that first one was, so we tried to make it not solely about the technology. The first activity was get into your teams, and they were coded with these lanyards and bands, colour-coded in their teams. And the first activity was to get together in your team and then come up with a team chant. And so they came back, presented that, and in the portal we could allocate points manually, or you allocate points based on who completed the task, first, second, third. So we allocated those points to those people who had the best chance. Some very, very interesting chance, mundane as well. So they presented their chance, allocated their points, and then they were given an instruction sheet. The instruction sheet then told them that around the room they would be able to locate their tablet. Tablet beneath was colour-coded to marry up with their team code, and then that would start off their mission. The first mission, the first instruction on that was there's a QR code. QR code is placed around the room, scan and find the correct code. So there were some dummy codes in there, QR codes that some correct codes that took them to the first crossword, and then some dummy ones. So they had to, once they completed that, they were directed to level 5. So it was an opportunity for them to navigate through the building as well, all 6 levels of Vodafone. How you doing with that crossword there? Not sounding too good. Was that you, boss? Yeah, so the first, once they completed that first puzzle, they were directed then to level 5, completed that balloon puzzle that you completed, or an iteration of that, that you tried. Yeah. And we were quite fortunate because rather than using Wi-Fi, we had SIM cards in our tablets that fed off the network. What else? Level 5. They scanned the QR, completed that code, then were directed to level 2, scanned the QR code down there. They viewed a video on the tablet of our CDO, message from our CDO, actual CDO, not Victor Falcone. And then they were directed to a stairwell. They collected a puzzle there, entered the QR code into the portal, They were directed then to level 4, they completed a crossword, directed then to level 3, and actually they all had these themes. So a theme of working around Vodafone behaviours, a theme of HR, health and safety and those practices, and other things as well. Then they got to a point where the end goal was for every single team, once you collected your puzzle, put them together, they came up with letters, they gave you letters. And to complete that task that you just did there, they had to work together. So a lot of the things were about working collaboratively to get you at the end result. And we kind of try to put that in the context of what your job is like, what it's like for you as a new employee to come into Vodafone, that you'll work with speed, simplicity and trust. But collectively we work together to make things better.
Excellent.
Yeah. So that's it. Any questions or comments?
Sounds awesome.
The partnership has worked extremely well for us with EBLS. I can't thank them enough, and we have. But they have worked with speed as well. Every time we've needed to engage in them, make changes to our content, they've made themselves completely available. So thank you, Fred and your team. Thank you, Fred and EBLS.
So I hope to learn how to juggle. So Molly and Fred, thank you both very much.
All right, thank you. Pleasure.
And there's a gift here for you. What